So are we all recovered? Are we all still alive, still breathing, still shaking a little bit? Well, I'm currently recording this video from beyond the grave, and I will never, ever, ever recover, because to me, the teaser for After We Fell was easily, hands down, the best trailer we've gotten for any film in this franchise so far. And that's as good as an excuse as any just to keep talking about the teaser, because to me, this teaser was absolutely pitch perfect. It did everything that it needed to do. It needed to tease us. It needed to send a very loud and clear message that yes, this is still going to be an R-rated franchise. And it needed to just leave us wanting a lot more and super pumped, super hyped for After We Fell. So this will be my longer thoughts / commentary on the teaser. And as we go along, I will pause the teaser and give my more expanded thoughts. And you know what? We're going to start the teaser, but quickly go ahead and pause on the shot of Tessa / Joe moving her fingers along her thighs and moving up her dress a little bit, because there is something about this shot that is so taboo and such a rarity to see in films and television that it really shouldn't be. It really should not be this taboo. It really should not be this noticeable to actually see this in a film or on television or even like on your screens, period. So yeah, let's go ahead and start the teaser. And like I just said, this teaser, from the very opening frames, it lets you know right off the bat that yes, this is going to be an R-rated this is still going to be an R-rated franchise. They are not going to go back to the PG-13 of the first film. So as we open up the teaser, we see Harden moving his fingers along his bare stomach. And of course, like I just said, we get the shot of Tessa / Joe moving her fingers along her thighs and moving her dress up. And this is where we're going to have our first pause. And the reason why it is such a rarity to see this kind of shot in a film, to see this kind of shot on your screens, is because female masturbation is still looked at, for some reason, it is still looked at by TV, films, the ratings board, us as a society, as something that we need to hide away, as something that we cannot show on your screens, as something that is just so taboo. And female masturbation is not taboo. Female masturbation is a natural thing that films, TV, us as a society need to stop being so scared of showing. We need to stop shaming our women and girls for masturbating. We need to be able to see this on our screens. We need to be able to just say to our girls and our women that female masturbation is a natural thing and that is nothing to be ashamed of. And I just want to send a big thank you to Castile Landon, Josephine Langford, Sarah Sobeel, and all of the team behind this film for putting this right here at the front of the trailer, for putting a shot like this in the trailer, and for putting this into the film. So let's go ahead and keep going with the teaser. So we get another shot of Harden moving his hands lower on his stomach, down into his pants, and we get our first full shot, or at least of Harden's face, / Hero's face, with him saying the line, "Close your eyes." And we, of course, get the shot of Tessa closing her eyes. And we're going to pause right here on the Voltage Pictures logo. So what this opening scene for the first 9 seconds, what this shot is clearly referencing is the phone sex scene between Hessa. And I'm going to go ahead and say right here, I did not think they were going to show this, because when it comes to phone sex in films and television, it is just so awkward. To actually hear people talking sexy to each other, it is so awkward, and very few films and television shows have ever been able to pull it off. But we know that Hero and Joe are just going to be amazing, and it was just so exciting to see it right here in the first 9 seconds that yes, we are going to get the Hessa phone sex sequence. So once we get past the evil Voltage Pictures logo, we move right to a shot of a boat on the water, and we get our first soft Hessa moment. And let's go ahead and pause here on this soft Hessa moment. Now, one of the main things that a lot of us have been talking about, ever since the first one, is that this franchise really does need to find that perfect balance between the softness and the sexy. You know, give us like the sex scenes, give us the raunch, but we also need to see the soft Hessa moments. We need to see the softness too. And so far through two separate films, they have not really been able to find that balance. We got the softness, you know, pretty much from beginning to end in terms of the first film. We got the raunch slash sexiness and maybe like a little bit of soft moments, but there was never really that balance. And this trailer really did strike the perfect balance and showing that they have finally found the perfect balance between the sexy and the soft. And that is why, you know, partially why my hype for this film is in the stratosphere, because that is one of the main things that I have been begging for them to do ever since I saw the second one, ever since I saw even the first one, is that you really need to find that balance. And I am happy to see in this trailer that they have finally found the perfect balance between the softness and the sexiness. Let's keep going. So as we keep going, we see shots of Harden and Tessa in bed together. Harden moving his fingers along Tessa's body. And what looks like almost a shot of a ice cube also on Tessa's body. And we're going to go ahead and go through the shots of them in the club. And of course, we get this shot of, you know, Hero slash Harden staring, you know, just like hardcore at Tessa slash Joe as she dances on the floor. And like I even said in the teaser yesterday, like, man, I can't blame you, pal. Like, I really cannot blame you because she looks like an absolute goddess all throughout this entire scene. And I am just like completely in love with and obsessed with the cinematography during this entire club sequence. So let's go through the club sequence and pause here on the shot of Tessa dancing on Harden. And if you look closely, you can almost see his hand or his arm kind of like moving a little bit, which is clearly a reference to the book, where in the club, like as Tessa is dancing on Harden, he begins to finger her. And of course, then we move into the car sex scene, which we do not see in this particular moment in the teaser, but there could be something when the logo pops up that could hint at that, yes, we are getting the car sex scene. And like I said, the entirety of this entire scene, I am just completely in awe of and completely obsessed with the cinematography during these club scenes. Keep going. And of course, we get another soft Hessa moment, and we see Joe slash Tessa, you know, moving her nose a little bit. And I'm just completely obsessed with these soft Hessa moments all throughout this trailer. And of course, we get more shots of, you know, Hessa having sex and Harden on top. And let's go ahead and pause here in this restaurant scene where we see Harden hugging an Asian girl. And a lot of people have been wondering, who is she? Like, who is that supposed to be? And thanks to Instagram and thanks to the actress who is playing, we find out that, yes, what we are seeing is Harden hugging Lillian. So yes, Lillian will be in the film, and she will be played by an actress named Angela Sari. I hope I am pronouncing that last name right. It is Sari. So yes, the girl that we see Harden hugging in the restaurant scene is Lillian. And of course, I just love the perfect attention to detail in this little scene, because like in the book, it's even mentioned that Lillian is wearing the exact same clothing as Tessa, and those are the moments that I live for. Those little nuggets from the book, like even getting like down to the tiniest, smallest detail from the book. Like I'm just completely obsessed with moments like that. And of course, here we get our first shot of Carter Jenkins as Robert. And I know like a lot of people have said like he really does look creepy here, and I'm wondering if that's because we are going to take Robert in a much darker direction as the film goes on, as these films kind of like go on, because like he really does look, I mean he really does look a little bit creepy here, and I'm not really a fan of the way that he is looking at Tessa. But I'm just completely in love with Carter Jenkins. I've loved him in every single thing that I've seen him in, and I cannot wait to see what he brings to the role of Robert. All right, and of course, we got to talk about this, so go ahead and pause again. And of course, this is the gym scene where we just see Hero Harden just going full on, just like just like going after that bag as hard as he can. And we could not really blame Tessa for looking at Harden as hard as she does. I really do wonder, like, what did they say to Hero to get him to that spot? Because like I just said, like, he really is just like going hardcore at that bag. And of course we know that this is the gym scene where Harden and Tessa have sex in Vance's gym at Vance's house. And of course, we now get our first Hessa argument of the trailer. And if you look very closely, you can see Harden packing. Yeah, if you actually look very closely, you can see Harden packing his bags. And of course, this is like one of the many, Hessa arguments that we're going to get, just like throughout the film. And of course, we get a shot of them in the jacuzzi. Them, of course, the very famous jacuzzi sequence from the book. And I cannot wait to see them do that in the film. And here's the shot that I think like a lot of people have been talking about ever since the trailer first dropped. And that's the shot of Harden walking along the back, walking along this room, and through this like hazy views, we see Carter Jenkins and Josephine Langford having sex, like Tessa and Robert having sex. And so a lot of people have been wondering, like, what is this shot? Like, I don't remember Tessa and Robert having sex in the book. So like, what is this shot? So in the book, Harden has a nightmare where he sees Zed. Yeah, the character of Zed that was played by Samuel Larson in the first two films, having sex with Tessa. Yeah, Harden has a nightmare where he sees Tessa and Zed having sex. And since we're not going to get Zed in this film, since we're clearly not going to get the Zed storyline, we're going to have Robert step into the Zed role. And that is what you are seeing here in this moment in the teaser, which is we're seeing Hero / Harden during the nightmare, seeing Tessa and Robert having sex. And of course, then we cut to what is clearly London and Tessa looking very upset, very concerned. And this is clearly the London scenes. And then we get a shot, which to me, this is book Harden. This is the Harden that I have been begging for from day one. And of course, this is the shot where we see Harden just punching the hell out of a guy. Just literally just punching the fuck out of somebody. And I was like looking really close, like, okay, who is that supposed to be? And then I realized that this is the scene where Harden discovers Trish and Vance having sex on the kitchen counter. And of course, so yes, we got our first shot of Stephen Moyer as Vance. And you know what? Like I just said, this is book Harden. Like seeing just like Harden just completely go off and just start swinging and punching. Like, this is the Harden that I have been begging for from day one. And of course, we get more and more shots of, we see Harden grabbing Tessa by the hair during the jacuzzi scene. We see a scene that like some people have described as like straight out of a romantic comedy, where we see Harden and Tessa standing in the streets of London, kissing. And of course, we get more quick shots of the gym scene, and a scene where like some people have said, and even I agree with this, that this is not, Harden taking Tessa from behind in the jacuzzi, but it looks like we're going to have the jacuzzi argument. That the way how she turns around is more indicative of an argument versus just Harden taking her from behind. And of course, we get the final shot of the teaser, which is Tessa and Harden in the back of the car with Harden, just Tessa just like staring at Harden. And if you look very closely, she's wearing the exact same clothing that she was during the argument in the cabin scene where you can see Harden packing. So yeah, these two scenes are going to be very much connected. And of course, we end on the After We Fell title card. And if you look back, you can clearly see that this is a steamy, foggy window. So a lot of people were saying like, oh, we didn't even get the car sex scene. Well, first of all, you're not going to get like everything in the teaser. But, you know, if you look very closely, you can see that this is clearly a steamy window. And if you look really closely, you can see some bodies moving. So yes, we did get the Harden and Tessa car sex scene in the trailer, technically. And of course, we end with the title coming soon. And so, yeah, at this point, all we know is that this film is coming out sometime in 2021. That is all we know at this point because of the coronavirus. It's very clear that I think that they do want to let this have a very traditional theatrical release, that they do want to make money off of this. They don't just want to release it overseas in theaters, but they want to be able to release this thing all throughout the world in theaters. So hopefully it will come out in 2021. But when Castile Landon was doing a live yesterday, kind of like talking about the teaser and a whole bunch of other stuff, she did say, you know, hopefully 2021. So, you know, there's still a lot of months to go in 2021. I hope that we are going to get this thing this year. And like I'll keep saying it, this was hands down the best trailer that we've gotten for this franchise so far. This was hands down the best trailer that we have gotten for this series. Bar none. I know that like some people are going to, you know, say, no, actually it was the first, you know, teaser of, you know, After, but no, for me, this was hands down the best trailer that we have gotten so far. And this trailer struck the perfect balance of showing the fans that, yes, not only are you going to get, you know, the softness and the sexiness, but we have finally found that perfect balance to balance out both of those things. And from beginning to end, this is really a teaser that says more than once, yes, we are still going to be an R-rated franchise, that we are not going to go back to a PG-13, because like I said with the After We Collided teaser, I would never put out this kind of trailer for the film if I was not going to go for an R rating. If somewhere down the line that we were going to go for a PG-13, this is not the teaser that I would put out, because that would be just really be false marketing. But yes, they are going to be an R-rated film. More than likely, this film will come out sometime in 2021. And this trailer did exactly what it needed to do. It teased me. It left me wanting more. It left me super hyped to see the film. And I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. I have all the faith in the world in Castile Landon and the cast and crew that they are going to bring us across the finish line and finally deliver us 2 films to really round out this franchise. So let's go ahead and jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff that you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So every day I will be, not every day, but I will be bringing you guys constant updates on After We Fell and After We're Happy. And you guys are going to be so updated that you'd be begging me to stop the updates. Because I missed so much with After We Collided, I will be going back and doing topic videos and doing a live watch-along commentary of After We Collided. So keep looking forward to that, and I will be bringing you guys news on that pretty soon. As always, remember this channel would not be able to grow to the heights that it has without you guys, and so for that, I'm eternally grateful. But as you know, there are plenty of After fans out there who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists, so keep sharing the channel, keep spreading the word of Charles's Movie Channel, because this will easily be one of the best After series channels that you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the After series channel. I'll see you later, After fans, After naters. Take care, y'all.